Alrighty, good day, everyone. Good day, everyone. Um, we appreciate your time today. This is the Leadership Standard. Welcome to another episode of the Leadership Standard. I'm your host, Bucci Law. I am your host, Bucci Law, and thank you all for being here today, participating in my program today. We're going to have an amazing time. Please, if you're joining me and you can hear me loud and clear, please kindly let me know. We always want to ensure that viewers can hear clearly. It is another beautiful Thursday in the land of the living. And I want to thank everyone who has, one way or the other, watched my show, watched my program, and participated in comments, participated in discussions, whatever it is. I thank you so much. We are always trying and striving to be better as people, and in this quest to get better leadership for Africans and better leadership for people living in Africa, we have to continue to fight and continue to expose some of the evil that's going on, so that we can know what we have and know what we don't need. All right. um, we can clearly see from the situation on ground, what's happening in Nigeria, that there are a lot of people that are currently in leadership positions that have no clue, have no idea what they're doing in those positions. But they are just there because the people have sort of entrusted into them the responsibilities of leadership. But at the end of the day, they've ended up not living up to the desires and to the standards that one would expect for leadership. And I want to say that, when you have a country like Nigeria, you just have to ask yourself, how long are we going to continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again and expect a different result? How long? How long are we going to continue to do that? How long are we going to continue making the same mistakes over and over again, expecting a different result? We cannot expect a different result when we are continuously making the same mistakes. Think about it. How do you want to make a difference? How do you intend to make a difference? How do you how do you intend to make a difference? How does the Nigerian government want to make a difference when they are making the same mistakes over and over again? How are the citizens expecting a different life when they are making the same mistakes over and over again? How? There is practically no way you can get that. To be able to expect a different result, you must be able to take a different approach. You must be able to seek a different view, a different opinion. But with what's going on in Nigeria right now, it is only fair to see that people are making the same mistakes over and over and over again. And now that we're living in a country where there is a full-blown scale of the jihadi war, there is a full-blown scale of the attacks coming up against minority groups, as well as groups that are seeking for self-determination. There are attacks against their lives and properties. There are attacks against people who identify as this. And these are one of the reasons why we're having this conversation. Because at the end of the day, no matter the kind of issues or concerns that's going on, everything must still be resolved in the dialogue table. Everyone must still drop their arms and still come together and talk. So why don't we have that conversation early? Why must people lose their lives just for other people to make a point? Why must people actually lose their life for other people to make a point? And that's where the issue lies. The issue lies in the aspect of people losing their lives just so that other people can make a point at this stage of this stage. All right. So I want to go down a list of some topics that I wanted to talk about, so that you can have an idea of what's really going on in this country that is this country called Nigeria. Can you imagine how some herdsmen reportedly stabbed the bus driver and his conductor to death for killing 2 cows in Lagos? 2 cows was equivalent to 2 lives. To the point of the herdsmen stabbing a bus driver stabbing a conductor to death for killing 2 cows in Lagos. My question then is, what exactly is your life what in Lagos, Nigeria? What is your life what in Nigeria? And when you look at what's going on, you'll be able to see that your life is pretty much not worth anything. For the point of a angry herdsman feeling like he can actually kill 2 people, a bus driver and 2 people, for killing his animals, which I condemn, but I'm very sure that the people who killed these animals, they did not do it deliberately. It was not an intentional act. It was an accident. But the fact of you retaliating to the point of killing 2 people just for revenge over the killings of cows, over the killings of animals, it's not justifiable anywhere. And it should be totally condemned. It should be extremely, totally condemned. And that's where we're coming in right now. Because we are seeking that the government of Nigeria ensures that there is justice for the people that lost their lives. A suspected herdsman has reportedly stabbed a commercial bus driver and his conductor to death for knocking down and killing 2 of his cows with their vehicle in Lagos on Monday. And if you realize and you listen carefully, you would realize that the people who were killed, or the cows that were killed, maybe they were not even meant to be on that road. But if you see from the story, so it was gathered that the late driver lost control, causing his bus to hit and kill 2 cows that belonged to the suspected herdsman near Mowo. So you can see there has been killings over cows in Nigeria. Killings. And this is what has been going on for time and time immemorial. It's been happening over and over again. People's lives have been killed for cows. Houses have been razed down for cows. Homes have been destroyed for cows. So the question then is, what exactly is so special about these cows that people are losing their lives and killing people for? And that's the question I want to ask the Nigerian government. Because the Nigerian government has created this illusion that cows are more superior than human beings. And we have seen it time and time again. And we continue to see it. And it is time for the Nigerian government to put a stop to this. It is time for the people to demand justice for these people that were killed. And it's time for the Lagos state government to regulate the movement of these cows so that they don't hamper on pedestrian flow, and so that they don't also result to the deaths and to the killings of innocent people. In what society will you see people being killed for killing cows? In what reasonable society would you see? In what reasonable society would you see people being killed for killing cows? 2 people murdered, lives killed, fathers, uncles, brothers, people just killed for cows. That is exactly the kind of country Nigeria is becoming today. It has become a country where people's lives are now becoming so meaningless. Justice is now a scarce word. The future of Nigerians are no longer they don't understand it anymore. What is exactly the future of the people that live in Nigeria? That is the question I want to ask today. Point of 2 cows being killed, then 2 human beings are taken in replacement of those cows. It is sad that we live in a time like this, but this is currently the situation. This is Now, this is another story again of how Fulani herdsmen, these same Fulani herdsmen, are the ones that are putting Nigeria under lock and keys. They literally are putting Nigeria under lock and keys right now. Fulani herdsmen killed 2 Catholic priests. Are you seeing the correlation? The herdsmen killed 2 people for killing their cows. Now they ended up killing 2 Catholic priests This time around, this Catholic priest did not kill their cows. This Catholic priest did not do anything to them. They just went in and killed these two Catholic priests in charge of St. Michael Catholic Church, Ika Bibo, in the Etsako West local government area of Edo State. These Catholic priests were abducted from their residence by the headsmen while they were preparing for Sunday Mass. A source said the headsmen shot and injured one of the community boys searching for the Reverend Father. The gunmen came with sophisticated weapons and took away the Reverend Father while he was preparing for the morning Mass. It was sad. One of the boys who tried to look for the cleric was shot and is currently in a hospital. However, in a statement late on Sunday, the Director of Social Communications, Catholic Diocese of Auchi, said that the cleric has been killed. Can you imagine? Fulani headsmen killing two Catholic priests. They don't respect the religion of the people. They don't respect the lives of these people. My question then is, what is going to be the message that the Catholic Church wants to pass across? Because at this point in time, it has left the situation of, let us pray about it. At this stage, it has left the discussion of, let us pray about it. Let us talk about it. Something has to be done. If nothing is done, then the next attack will happen. If the message is not passed across, then the next attacks will keep happening. And this is what we are saying on a daily basis. Herdsmen killing soldiers, herdsmen killing priests, herdsmen killing regular citizens going about their business. Over and over again, we are reminded by the fact that we are living in perilous times in Nigeria and that the lives of people in Nigeria currently is meaningless. And that is where we come in, and that is where we have to ask ourselves, how much more can we continue like this? Under the pretense that we are one Nigeria, under the pretense that we are one people, under the pretense that we are one nation. If you look at this clearly, you can clearly see that Nigeria is not one nation. How can a Fulani herdsman leave his own jurisdiction, his own territory, travel to Edo State and kill priests, and nothing is done about it even till today? So that's the question I'm asking. Is this normal? Is this going to be the new norm, where you wake up in the morning and you see headlines of terrorists killing people, killing police, killing church members, killing train riders, killing bus riders, killing plane riders? Is this the new norm? Is this going to be the new norm? Is this what we're expecting, that a savior is going to come in and just change, raise a wand and change in the next election? Is this how we envision this is going to end? These are the questions we need to ask. Because the way things are going, it can continue like this for a very long time, to the point that it even spreads out of this and goes into other places. Goes into other places in West Africa. And that is where I'm coming in. This is where I feel like we need to start having conversations early as to the unity of Nigeria and why Nigeria as a whole lacks the capacity to work. All right? That is exactly what I'm saying. The unity of Nigeria needs to be discussed, needs to be talked about. People need to have an understanding in this cycle of killings, of disorderliness. That's the question we need to ask ourselves. This is another story again from Linda Ikeji's blog, how terrorists attack mining sites in Niger State, killed 3 soldiers, 7 policemen, 6 workers, and abduct 4 Chinese expatriates. So by the time these people were done, they had killed 16 people. They killed 3 soldiers, 7 policemen, that's making 10. 6 workers, making 16. And they abducted 4 people. And these people that they abducted is for ransom. They abducted these people for ransom. My brothers and sisters, how long are we going to continue like this? Are we not seeing the handwriting in the wall? Are we not seeing the handwriting in the wall? Soldiers and police are being killed. People that are meant to protect you are being killed. They are being kidnapped. These people are the ones, soldiers and police, they have the license to carry weapons. You do not have the license to carry weapons. But even with their weapons, they are still being killed. Even with their weapons, they are still being kidnapped. Chinese people, foreigners kidnapped. Foreigners are being kidnapped. So that's your answer right there. If the state cannot protect its own people, how can they protect you? If the state cannot protect its own military and its own police, how can they protect you? I'm going to leave you to answer that question for yourself. How can the state protect you? If they don't lack the capacity, the manpower to protect their own lives and properties of their own military personnel, how will they protect you? How? How do you expect them to protect you? That is exactly what I'm asking. Because the Nigerian government lacks the capacity to protect its people. It even lacks the capacity to protect its own military and army personnel. That's all you need to know. If you ever needed to know why you are in a situation where it's like feels hopeless, it's because even the people that are meant to protect you are also feeling hopeless. They don't have the answer to the problem of corruption. Nigeria could handle the problem of corruption because everyone that runs into office is practically almost corrupt. But when it comes to the issue of security, Nigeria does not have a grip of it. They don't have the capacity to handle the security. They don't. They don't. This is a video I want to play about the governor of Benue State, about why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. Why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be released. And you can hear from what he says. If you can hear from what he says, how there is a double standard in play. How the Nigerian government is involved in a double standard where they pardon and forgive Boko Haram terrorists, but yet they are still punishing and pursuing people who identify as Oduduwa Nation, people who identify as Biafra Nation. And that in itself must stop. But let's listen. Because if it doesn't stop, nothing else will stop.
How do you cage Nnamdi Kanu? In fact, I want to call that Nnamdi Kanu should be released. A freedom fight agitator who said that, look, he wants liberation for his people. Why are you incarcerating him? Why are you not going to arrest Fulani men? Look at the bomb blast in train blast in Abuja to Kaduna. Up to today, our people are still being kept by these bandits. Where are the security? Where is the president? Where is the security act to go out and rescue these people? Tell me what is happening. It is a shame. Tell me, Igboho, they went after him in the southwest and were able to stop him. At least we're not hearing about Igboho again. Why can't they stop these Fulani men who are terrorizing this country and have made it impossible? They come to Benue and kill, just in my local government, within the space of 40 people have been killed, more than 40 people. In another local government, over 20 people were killed, and then you want me to keep quiet. They want to intimidate us. I will never be intimidated. At least, let me talk. If at the end nothing happens, and some of you are keeping quiet, keep quiet to your shame. But I want to say that the rest of Nigerians, you people are joking. I raised alarm in 2016 that these things were going to happen. What is it that I have not said? I have said it. If Nigerians want to get out of this, they should arise. Arise television, as your name implies. Arise and let us liberate ourselves. President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do.
Can you hear that? President Buhari and his cohorts are not able to do it. Let us liberate ourselves. everything this man said is an instruction. Everything he said, everything that man said is an instruction. He was speaking to the people who have ears, because not everyone has ears. Some people listen, but they don't have ears. And if you don't have ears, you cannot understand. You can listen, but you may not be able to understand. Everything that man said was an instruction, because he himself has been a victim of the insecurity going on in Nigeria. He has been a victim. He had to run. He had to run for his own dear life. A sitting governor and one of the PDP strong men. He had to run for his own dear life. So he knows what he's talking about. He knows what he's talking about. Even if you don't believe me, you have to believe the governor. You have to believe the governor. Because there is a lack of security in Nigeria and no one is doing anything about it. Rather, they are punishing people who have different ideas or different opinion on how to solve the problem. And any leader who creates problems rather than solutions is a failed leader. Whenever you're a leader, you are expected to always have a solution to a problem. Always. Even if you don't have a solution to a problem, you should know where to find the answer to or the solution to a problem. You should never ever just be hanging there and saying, oh, hopefully the problem leaves. No. Nigeria has a problem. There is a rise of terrorism and no one is doing anything about it. That's why when people like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wake up and say they've had enough, they insult him, they want to kill him. This is a video of him saying exactly how he feels. Listen.
No. It's what we expect to happen. But I want our people to be very calm. I want their land to be calm and peaceful. Calm and very, very peaceful. We are fighting to defend our people, not to kill them. We are fighting to defend them. That's why I'm here. And we'll continue to do so until we get it.
There you go. That's the assurance from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's the assurance from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has made it very clear that he is going to continue to be at the forefront fighting for the people. He said he's going to be at the forefront fighting for the people, seeking for a freedom of the people, seeking for properties of the people. Listen to him again. Listen to what he has to say.
What we expect to happen. But I want our people to be very calm. I want their land to be calm and peaceful. Calm and very, very peaceful. We are fighting to defend our people, not to kill them. We are fighting to defend them. That's why I'm here. And we'll continue to do so until we get it.
The message is very clear. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has mentioned that he's fighting to defend his people, not to kill them. He's fighting to defend his people, not to kill them. That is what he is, a freedom fighter. If the Nigerian government can be comfortable enough to forgive Boko Haram terrorists, then they can also be comfortable enough to grant Mazi Nnamdi Kanu either a fair trial or free him. The Nigerian government has failed several times to grant fair trials. They went to his house, almost committed genocide, they massacred 28 people. But yet they denied him bail again. They denied him bail, knowing full well that they are the reason why he jumped bail the first time. Knowing full well that they are the reason, and the Nigerian government is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to run for his life the previous time. But yet they still have the confidence to deny him bail. Just because of the fact that they are clueless. They are all clueless. But no one is going to be in power forever. And there's no immunity that was going to last forever. at the end of the day, people who are causing these problems, people who are playing this card of ethnic, welcome revolutionary way. People who are playing this card of ethnic and religious destructions, they know themselves. And they are continuing in this cycle of picking and choosing who the enemies will be and who the friends will be. And that's why Nigeria is just run by the elites, the high class people, and there is just poor class. There's no middle class. In America, you will see people with middle class earnings. They can take care of their family. They can also enjoy the luxuries of life of other people. If you are not even earning all the money in the world, but because you have a salary or a paying job, you can still take your child to Disneyland, take your child to Universal Studios, take it travel maybe to Florida, travel to Miami. It doesn't matter. You can still be able to afford those things. But in Nigeria, they pick and choose who they will make the hero and who they will make the villain. And people now are just continuing in this same cycle of poor and the rich class, rich and the poor, the elites and the non-elites. But people are suffering. People are suffering every single day. People are suffering. And we cannot continue like this. Because if we continue like this, we're going to keep making the same mistakes. And I'm very sure that no one wants their children to carry the cross that they are carrying right now. If you are a good parent, you don't want your children to carry the cross that you have carried. Of course, you don't want your children to suffer the same crimes you've suffered. Even the elites, they will go abroad to go and get health care, medical care abroad. But when they want to die, they will tell the people that they're about to bury them, take me to Nigeria, take me to my village home. So they will live abroad. The current president of Nigeria is in Dubai. His wife is in Dubai. He will travel to even the one that is running for presidency in PDP, Atiku, is in Dubai now. But imagine if anything happens to that man now in Dubai, God forbid, he will tell them, carry me home. I want to go and be buried in my village. Nigeria is either a mortuary or it's either a dumping site. Business people take fake products, all these fake products, they will dump it in Nigeria. They will dump the people who are meant to build Nigeria, they will run out of and be taking care of other places. When it's time for them to die, they will come and be buried in Nigeria. That's why Mazi Chisom said Nigeria is just a mortuary. Because that is what it is. It's a mortuary. Mortuary of talents, mortuary of responsibilities, mortuary of greatness. Any type of mortuary, you will find it in Nigeria. The people that should be in prison in Nigeria are not in prison. The ones that should not be in prison are the ones in prison. Look at this story now. 314 Boko Haram terrorists surrender to troops in Borno State. Surrender to troops. Look at these people taking photo. Look at them taking photo ops. Can you imagine? The Nigerian army has said 314 Boko Haram terrorists surrendered to the troops in Borno State. Look at them. Look at these people. These are people who killed people's mothers, people who killed people's fathers. Right now, they surrender to troops. Now they are now getting clothes, food, taking photographs, and about to be reinstated back into the economy of Nigeria. And these people are coming to a neighborhood near you. These people can become your neighbors tomorrow. They can become, they can start going to your children's schools tomorrow. This could be your, the person who might be serving you gas in the gas station tomorrow. A Boko Haram confirmed terrorist. Can anybody tell me how these people want to be rehabilitated? How do they want to rehabilitate these people? people who have tasted blood, people who have killed people, people who have murdered people, and they're not doing it as a form of self-defense or as a form of defense of others. These people are just doing it because it is just how they believe and how they want to practice their own faith and their own religion, to kill other people. So what will they tell these people now that will make them change? So tomorrow, this one of these people sees an Igbo man on the street, and the Igbo man says something to him maybe he doesn't like. Is he going to say, oh, I'm a repentant Boko Haram terrorist, I'll just let this one slide? Of course not. Because old habits die hard. These people have not changed. But the Nigerian government wants us to believe that they are changed people and that they are worthy of rehabilitation. And I totally disagree with it. But if it's the Igbo people, they will put Biafra regalia all over them. Even if they catch a random person going to go buy food in Oka or in Onitsha, they just catch the person, put the person down, put Biafran regalia, put guns, put native doctor materials, and they say they've arrested Biafrans. They will not do any investigation. We have seen several times how they've arrested regular people, musicians, actors, all in the name of arresting Biafrans. And if you look at the faces of these people, can you tell me how these people do they even look like regular Nigerians? Even if you identify as a Nigerian, do these people look like regular Nigerians to you? The answer is no. But these are the people that they are preparing for the next Armageddon, for the full takeover of Nigeria. So they need them to repent so that they can forgive them and they can now use them for their own purpose. That is the game plan. The game plan is you repent, you claim you're no longer Boko Haram, we will get you ready, we'll take care of you, we'll shower you, we'll give you food. Then after that, we are going to now give you a free access into the army, into the navy, into the military, and into any type of portfolio you want. That is the game plan. So that when it's time to attack and to get ready to defend the people, you are there. But thank God that we have our own defense that is ready and available to protect the people of the eastern Nigeria, protect the people of Biafra, protect the people of the Igbo nation. Because even till today, Israel is still protecting its people. And Israel is still demanding that its people join the forces to protect the people. That is the goal. And if you look at these people that are now part of these rehabilitated Boko Haram members, if you look at them clearly, you realize that most of these people cannot speak English. Most of them cannot speak English. They're either speaking their local language. And they are sworn to defend their own nation of the North. And that is what they're going to do. So I want to just tell Nigerians, welcome. These are your neighbors. Please give them a round of applause. These are your new neighbors under tents with new clothes. Even see this one that is laughing. You can see they're cracking jokes to them. They're laughing, chilling. So a round of applause to your new neighbors, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause. We've welcomed new Nigerians who are formerly terrorists to welcome them back into the nation of Nigeria. Applaudissez, applaudissez. Ndewo, ndewo, ndewo. Welcome. We just pray for protection over God's people. We are praying for protection over God's people. Because if anybody will tell you that these people don't have an agenda, they are lying to you. Look at them taking photos. Taking photos. Look at this one. Photograph right there. Look at. God will help us. At the end of the day, we will just have to say God will help us. Can't say anything more than that. Because when you look at it, you realize that if there's anybody that has intelligence reports, can anybody have any more intelligence? I'm asking you a question. If anybody wants to have intelligence reports, can anybody have more intelligence reports more than the government of a state? Buhari government sent people to kill farmers in Benue State. Autumn alleges. This is a governor. This is a governor telling you based on how it is. He says that the Wednesday killing linked the killings in the state to the federal government. Autumn alleged that the federal government sent people to kill farmers in the states. Who are they sending? They are sending the people that you saw in the previous clip, the repentant Boko Haram terrorists. They are the ones that they are sending to kill people. So according to him, speaking with Arise, he said, the governor said that the alleged action of the federal government has made it impossible for his administration to generate internally generated revenue. He lamented that the killings have led to the spread of internally displaced persons in the states, Benue State. It says the internally generated revenue is low because of the security situation in country. How can you make money when you are running for your life? How can you make money when there's insecurity? Before you can make money, you have to be secure. Before you can make money, you have to be secured. If there are killings in a business facility, that business facility will be closed down until they deal with the issue of the insecurity. That's how you can make money. When there was a 9/11 attack in America, the New York Twin Building was closed down for months. People lost their jobs. People lost their livelihood. Why? Because of the insecurity that was going on in America at that time. So this governor is telling you now that they are lacking internally generated revenue because of the security situation. So how do you want to make money when there is no security? How can people from abroad invest in Nigeria when there's no security? As I'm talking to you right now, I have so many investment ideas that I want to do in Biafra land. But I cannot do it with the level of insecurity going on in there. And I know there are so many other people that are thinking the same way with me. With the level of insecurity going on there, they cannot continue their businesses. They cannot invest. They cannot think of creative ideas because creativity comes with sense of security. A man that can create is a man who has security. You cannot create if you are worried about your life, if you're worried about food, if you're worried about you cannot create strategically. The only thing you'll be thinking about creating will be how to create your next meal or how to create your next survival. But see what's going on. The federal government is strategically ensuring that there is insecurity in states in Nigeria because their goal is to destabilize the economy of Nigeria and get Nigeria to where it is in its knees. Then they can now fully attack the people and finally finish up their plan, which is to Islamize the economy and the entire nation. That is the goal. That is the goal. And they've seen Nigeria as a stable place to do this. People that they kidnapped in the train are still in the train, are still with the kidnappers. Even the people that they said the Chibok girls are still, some of them are still missing. Chibok during Governor Jonathan's era. And we say we have soldiers that cannot comb the entire north and northeast for the past 6 years to figure out where these Chibok girls are. So at this point, I want to just let you know that it is most likely that people are on their own. Exactly. Most likely people are on their own. If you have to know how to fight and how to defend yourself, if you don't know it, this is the perfect time to start learning it. Because no one is going to come and save you. No one is going to come and save you. So, as you can see, Nigeria is in shambles. To the point that even the people that are internally displaced in Nigeria, the people who are internally displaced in Nigeria are still living in shambles. Can you imagine that? You are still not protected. Look at this. Look at this. Hunger, poor environment, killing internally displaced persons in Castina. 22 now dead. These people were internally displaced. because of insecurity in Nigeria. They took them to the IDP camp. But not just that alone. Now, 22 of them are now dead. Nigeria is not protecting the people that are in their homes. It is also not protecting the people that are in the IDP camps. As a result of the failure of the leadership. So either ways, people are screwed. You are screwed in your home. You are screwed outside of your home. So if you cannot protect and fight to protect your own home, if you end up becoming an internet displaced person, you are not going to be protected either. That is what this message is saying. These poor people in Katsina State had homes. They were displaced out of their homes by terrorists. Okay, the government now said, put them in IDP camps. But these same IDP camps, they are still being killed in those same IDP camps. So that's it goes back to Mazi Chisom's point. Nigeria is a mortuary. If you can be in your home, and it can still be a mortuary in your home. You can be outside of your home, and it can still end up being a mortuary. So either ways, you're screwed. Either ways, you're screwed. How can at least 22 people have lost their lives in the internally displaced persons camp in the Jibia local government area of Katsina? Look at where these people are living. Look at the state of life of these people. The chairman of the IDP camp and also the chairman of the Youth Development Association said the death was as a result of the bad environment they are forced to live in, hunger, malnutrition among children. This is the same governors in this state that will go about and be giving cars to emirs, giving cars to all these politicians in the states. And some of them even give cars to the Boko Haram terrorists. He said most of the IDP sleep on the bare floor while others take their rest on mats provided by the local government. Mats. They can't even provide them beds. Mats. They provide them mats. He also says that the facility is not secured as there are no security personnel attached, no water, no health facilities. In your own country, in the same Nigeria that took away all they have, cannot even provide them with the basic things they need in their camps. He added that at the initial stage, they were being fed twice a day. At the initial stage, that's Nigeria for you. Nigeria will start something good at the initial stage, but down the road, they will never maintain it. They were fed twice a day. It now became twice a day. Now they are being fed once a day. Very soon, they will not be fed again. They've been in the camp for at least 3 months, and they would prefer to return to their communities to enable them farm on their lands. People are suffering from hunger and malnutrition. He's pleading with the state government to provide them with necessary security structures to enable them benefit from the rainy season to make life better for themselves. Whenever I see people pleading with any government, I'm always laughing. Because rather than plead with any government, I'd rather go and plead with God. I'd rather go and plead with my sense. I'd rather go and plead with human being. But to plead with the government of any country? Anyways, that can just show you how bad Nigeria is. If Nigeria doesn't get you at your home, it will get you at the IDP camp. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time I have right now. I wanted to just thank you all for being here with me. I know it's been a long time since I came. I've been dealing with personal issues a lot. For those who do not know, I'm an attorney. I'm an attorney. I'm licensed to practice law. So most times I have to deal with so many issues. But I really appreciate you for being here. Revolutionary Way says that no type of committee set up from the National Assembly to find everlasting solution to the IDP. No. Do you know the amount of Boko Haram terrorists that will be born from those IDP camps? Do you know that those IDP camps are now a new breeding ground for Boko Haram terrorists? Don't you know that any seed that is sown will germinate? If you create IDP camps, you cannot create a method for them to live their lives. a good way. Do you know how many Boko Haram terrorists will be recruited from those IDP camps? Do you know? So Nigeria, you know what I said? Nigeria is moving in a secular motion. In a secular motion. Nigeria is moving in a secular motion. God help you. If you cannot help yourself and find a way to God help you. If you are waiting on the Nigerian government to solve your problem, God help you. God help you. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate your time today. Thank you all for being a part of me today. I really appreciate you. Please enjoy the rest of your Thursday. Stay well, stay safe, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend.